You don't have to succeed at something to get a lot out of it. You just have to love it. I think this applies to public land hunters as much as anyone. It can be a humbling pursuit much of the time. And while it is incredibly rewarding when it all comes together the way we had hoped, that's not the only thing that pulls us back so often. A large part of what captivates us and leaves us in sheer awe are the places we find ourselves and the things we see along the way. Not just see, but feel and hear. It's a masterclass of perfect harmony on display that never misses a single beat. A never-ending song that only seems to get better with time. Surrounded by so much perfection and beauty, it's impossible to end any hunt with anything less than an overwhelming sense of gratitude, regardless of the outcome. The success of a hunt isn't determined by the final outcome. It's found within.
Well, back in New Mexico, last year here, Mark and I had an absolutely amazing hunt and we'd never even shot an arrow. It was the first time I can honestly say we had too much luck. So many times we had bulls come this trump right in on top of us and either, see us, smell us, whatever before, we could get a shot. And I felt like a rookie, just an amateur for the entire hunt, it felt like. And so this year I feel like I'm coming back here with like this something to prove, which isn't honestly a good idea. Just kind of robs you of joy of the moment if you just constantly thinking about last year and like this revenge, type of attitude. So I'm trying to erase that out of my mind to just enjoy what's happening right now. But we got here and we just stopped. We had bulls. We had elk right below us. We had bulls all different directions. I don't want to be super aggressive this morning. I wanted to try to be as uninvasive as possible. It's just a terrible word, but let's get over here a little bit. It's so thick in here. I think we could call that bull land. This would be just to see the elk, because elk would be getting done here. There's no way I could shoot in here. Well, we made it back to the truck. It was a good morning. I mean, it's been a long morning. We put a lot of miles, a lot of elevation in, but super stoked to find that wallow. I saw it briefly. I got a look at it from down uphill like 3 years ago or so, and because you kind of have to be in the exact right spot. And as you can see, it's pretty thick around here. I had to laugh about that cow this morning because so many people will tell me, hey, no, I can't. Cow calls don't work on bulls, and I'm like, yeah, in a scenario like that where you literally have 20 cows just talking away, it's really hard to sound sexier than the rest of them. And actually, it's impossible. But never got our eyes on that bull. That's just the way it goes sometimes. Once the uphill race starts, odds are just not good.
The Western Hunter is presented by Browning, the best there is. Benchmade Knives, the most advanced hunting knives ever. Easton Archery, made in USA since 1922. Option Archery, bringing target precision to hunting camp. Matthews Archery. Crispy Boots. And Western Hunter Magazine.
So once again, like too much of a good thing right there. We wanted to be in front of them before sunup and man, they were cruising pretty good, way faster than we expected. And we just got right into them. And it's another 15 minutes before shooting light. I couldn't even see my pins. But fortunately, those cows never spooked. They stared at us for a long time. But these elk they're obviously cruising up really fast this morning. So we're gonna use this old road that goes up as much as we can. Try to get up above them. He's up there pretty high. It's like I was hoping it was just a weird lull there. One bugle, we got 3 or 4 different bulls bugling in here. But I think we're gonna go right back to our game plan though. Get well above them, right up in there. Like 6 yards. I kept thinking sounds like he's coming up right here. Sure enough, he's coming up right there. But it's still really early, so I think I might just listen to that bull for a while and let that situation calm down. Another bull that we had super close right here, we never got eyes on. He went up this way and then shut up, and he never saw us, but his cows did. I mean, they're standing right in the middle of the road. I thought for sure he's gonna step out, and that's why I had to make a little turn. So I thought it was worth the chance, but he didn't, and of course, then the cows really locked on. Bailed off there, thinking these two bulls are gonna meet up. I mean, they looked like they were in for a collision, but they just didn't. They just bugled at each other. This one just had it off. This one's still below us here. Well, that was close. I mean, like frustratingly close. That bull stopped in what I was hoping would be the perfect spot. I could tell there was a lot of saplings and stuff there, but I couldn't tell from where the bull was, like how high would he be? And obviously he wasn't high enough. That was super close. We had two bulls right there. That whole mess we just had was the type of opportunity you could have killed both of them, or you could kill neither one of them. And obviously, you know how that one turned out. Dang, it's frustrating. So we'll just keep grinding here.
This segment was presented by Outdoorsman's Tripods. Visit outdoorsmans.com to build your tripod today. This segment is presented by Onyx Hunt. Know where you stand.
Well, this is a spot that we were yesterday where that bull walked right in on us, and we had two bulls bugling right here. I mean, the exact same spot. I mean, I feel like I know every tree up and down this 100 yards of this old logging cut here. Yeah, it's just one of those quiet mornings. But when these bulls get close to each other, they fire up. But they're not close to each other today. It seems like they're just all spread out. So the bugling is real sporadic. And you think my bugling, I could get close and fire one up, but I don't know. It's just that doesn't seem to work very well. Maybe I need to work on my bugling harder. But it's getting late in the morning already. And the sun's getting high. We'll see what happens here. We're gonna just hang out for a few minutes because they're still moving for sure, and they'll could just move into earshot. Levi and I just sat down to take a break, eat a bar. We've been going nonstop for almost about 3.5 hours. We heard it pull a bugle. It sounded like he was a ways off though, and the next time he bugled, he was close. And I'm standing 3 feet from where I was laying down. His right side was just totally messed up. Had a pretty good left side, but those weird bulls like that, I don't have a real problem, but I just looked at that one, it's just, I don't know, I just didn't do it for me. Which seems kind of crazy even at this point. That, passing on a bull after two years of all of last year and this year. Opportunities are rare. We got a long ways back to the truck. My guess is we'll hear another bull bugle. We might have another opportunity before we can get back to the truck. We haven't been in here yet, but I've wanted to come in here because it's got a big creek in the bottom and it's just a dark canyon. Plus, I actually killed a bull here like 4 or 5 years ago. And sure enough, I heard some bulls. We heard some bulls bugling from below. It sounded like they're almost in the same place I killed that bull. I walked out, packed that bull out on this little logging cut right here. If you're wondering about the face paint, why all of a sudden I got it on, it's because I found it. So I actually like face paint. I don't know if it makes that big a difference, but I feel more, I don't know, ready when I've got face paint on. So I'm gonna call it war paint. We're going after them. So we made our way in there, across the canyon, up to that ridge line up there. And nothing, dead quiet. We didn't hear a bugle for 45 minutes. We come back down around here, get on the other side. Those bulls are bugling right there. They can't be 400 yards from where we were. And they're obviously going nuts. And I am totally perplexed. If they just shut up for that long, I mean, I tried calling from up there, sat there and waited, nothing. And then get back around here with not near enough time to get back over there. And here they got going off, going crazy. I just don't understand how that can happen.
The Western Hunter is presented by Swarovski Optic. See the unseen. Wilderness Athlete. Fuel for the rugged. Outdoorsman's Packs and Tripods. OnX Hunt. Know where you stand. Phelps Game Calls. Get 'em close. Tally, the world's finest optics mounting system. And Browning Ammunition. This segment is presented by Benchmade Hunt, the most advanced hunting knives ever.
Well, this is the last day, last morning. We've got a bull that bugled down here and another bull that's bugling up here that are both in a pretty good position. We don't have a wind advantage, but we're not at a disadvantage right now at this distance. We're okay. We got his attention for sure, so let's sneak up this ridge line where he came over. He knows how to get there because that's where he came from. About completely out of tricks. They're still talking. It just seems like as soon as you get within 150 yards, which in this country is a long way still, because I mean you gotta be 30 yards for a shot. They just get nervous, shut down. You're not going to sneak in one. You got to have the elk do something to give you an advantage. Then, man, they're just not making any mistakes. It's a chess game, and they're just move for move, just beating me. Go see if we can find a really lonely bull. It's last night, last couple hours. Hopefully they get fired up. But what we need is two bulls to get close to each other. They're not coming to calls here. They're just not. It's just, I don't know what this here is a little different. And they're not engaging, even each other. To have two bulls to do the calling for you, essentially, makes it a lot easier for us to be stealthy and move in. This is the same ridge we were at a couple nights ago, and those bulls totally fooled us when we got back to the truck, and they were screaming right where we left them. So we're not gonna make that mistake tonight. We'll hang out there until dark if we have to, but that's what we got, is until dark. So I got a good bull bugling right up here. Sounds good. There's a couple other bulls. The wind's not exactly stable yet by any stretch, but we can't worry about it too much. I mean, obviously we worry about it, but when it's gonna be what it's gonna be, we just gotta figure out how to get close. That was a pretty incredible little sequence we had there tonight.
This segment is presented by Wilderness Athletes, fuel for the rugged.